Hey guys, it's me T coming at you with a new video. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize you saw this. I put this here. It's a box of chocolates I got for the holidays. I'm gonna put it right here. I just put it underneath because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. So perfect. Oh, now it's all flattened out. All right, awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. Today we're talking about. Oh, I gotta edit it. I just realized I forgot to put that we're actually talking about the career day, and I forgot to change that. So we're talking about the career today. So ignore what I have for now in the description box below. I will be fixing that. The A team is definitely coming through today. They have a lot to say. I just feel it. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotional evolution. They've already had me shuffle the cards because I think I just had to do it in a quiet way. But also I appreciated that because I was like, wow, talk about transitioning and evolving. We're going way simple. Let me just light this bad boy up because I always forget to light up my candles. But it's good actually that I'm doing it with you so that it's kind of like a unity candle. It unites me and you together. Okay. In a human-like way. Okay, so what we're doing here is, I got the fan going, so I'm like super cold. Okay. So, all right, what we're doing here today is the Michelangelo deck because that's going to provide healing, and that's definitely. Now we're gonna see. I was taking this as like the big cards are the Yang cards, and the small cards are the Yin cards, but I have a feeling they're gonna interrelate somehow. So starting on the inside, right? And in your morning we have the Two of Cups, which is awesome actually. And this is such a confirmation. I don't know where the freaking, here it is. Okay. So Two of Cups, this is what it looks like. I know you can't clearly see it because you're kind of on the side, but Two of Cups means that how did I think about it this morning? It's like a decision has been made. And by the way, excuse the background noise. I don't mean for that to be there, but the whole thing is, we're gonna get it no matter what, right? So, long story short, Two of Cups is kind of like a healing. Oh, this is what I was getting. Perfect. So they're having me look at the angel wings. It's like your angels are actually coming down and they're filling the cups that I feel like, okay, so some of these cups are empty, right? But I feel like as though because you've utilized all of them to it's full. Sorry, I didn't mean to block the camera. You utilized the cups that you've had to the fullest, even when it comes down to decision making. And now the angels are literally coming down to help you make even clearer decisions in terms of you may have been toying around with some decisions in the past, but now you're making like really clear ones because they're filling your cups with clarity. Okay. So, and it's like water is clarity, right? Maybe we should add an element of water here. Hold on one second. Let me just do that. Pineapple. Okay. We want the pineapple here. Okay. So yeah, and actually it's funny. I don't know why my musings, like I saw these as angel wings in terms of like the angel wings that are depicted here. So it's hilarious that's it's like matching, but like not matching. So it's yes and no, right? It's all angelic. It's all good anyway. So yeah, on the interior, you're just kind of making decisions with the help of the angels today. And that's basically what's going on. It's like maybe you've been kind of, trying to kind of figure out something within you, but you knew that something was fulfilling you. You just didn't know. You just didn't really concretely have anything to believe in or to have it bless you with, if that makes any sense. So it's something like you've been following your heart with something, but you feel as though maybe nothing's coming from it. And now the angels are really kind of sending you these signs from above and healing signs as well to basically be like, continue what you're doing because it's actually working, even though you invisibly may be seeing kind of like nothing in your cup. It's like they are actually super invisibly optimized where it's like, you know, you have, your cup is very full and overflowing on the invisible aspect of life. So there could also be decisions being made in terms of invisibility too. It's like, what do you believe in? What is blessing your life, and what has blessed your life thus far that you're going to still connect to, but yet you're kind of like, I want to say, making it a professional thing. Like if you were toying with, hey, listen, I really like my hobby that I do and I've been doing for a long time. It's like now you could be really making a clear decision, a clean cut decision, even without having anything, you know, like you know, physically representing kind of a way to go after it. You are actually making a route for yourself in terms of taking your hobby and going professional with it, okay? So that's in your career, and that's like really beautiful. It's like finally, like what you've believed in your heart this entire time, you're actually bringing to fruition. So it's really beautiful. Are we moving on to the next card? Yes, we are. Okay. Wow, this is so cool. All right, these cards have been coming. Well, this card just came up for me yesterday, so that's interesting. And then this card has been in our last reading, which is the six of what is it? Wands. Yeah. So Six of Wands is literally in this scenario is being depicted kind of in the same way as it was last time, but I want to enhance the aspect of, first of all, let me get into what it means, because it's not like you may have seen my last video with this card in it, but also I want to just really have this signify that this is on an energetic level, that these are wands, okay? So both, I know they have like two meanings, I guess in this case, but on an energetic, since we said energetically, you're feeling as if your burdens are now really have been lifted, and your angels now have it. Like you've thrown everything you possibly could up to the divine to be like, okay, alchemize this because I no longer want it anymore, right? So they've got you, they got your back, right? This also could mean on a physical level where you're gathering with people that are like-minded, and you're loving it. You're just like, so like the angels have brought you together. So it's kind of like, you know, join in, have fun with them, and, you know, let whatever messages need to reveal themselves to you, do that, right? The six is a number of balance. And also in the traditional tarot, it's wow, that's funny. Okay. So sorry, I had to get rid of an alert. So the Six of Wands is like, I feel like as though there are literally I'm like, whoa, I gotta slow down because I'm really excited about these energies. Okay. So the Six of Wands, oh, this is what I was saying. Six of Wands in the traditional tarot is literally the Lover's card, right? So with love, your angels are bringing together, either they're bringing all of your kind of, what is it called, soul retrieval pieces to yourself, so that you feel as though you are one within yourself, which is really the deal today, I feel. But also, I feel as though there could be people that you're being put together with that really kind of have your back. Like, they understand you. They're of your soul tribe. That's another really great depiction of it that I've never even received. So I like that. Also, I'm seeing like an X here, which is like hugs from the universe. So these people are really loving. These people are really out to help you. And they believe in you, right? They really are, like, you know, their angels are hugging you, your angels are hugging them, and it's just a really beautiful, you know, unity type of card. So, also what I'm getting is that you're a lot happier now because you're living with a lot less, right? And not in a bad way, in a more like decision made type of way. It's like you've definitely dropped all of your burdens, and so you're actually more on, you're living less, but you're blessed with more happiness. Okay, if that makes any sense. So I just want to let you know that that's basically what's going on. It's like you've literally given all of it over, and so you're kind of, if this also depicts like energetically, I mean, or physically, where you're kind of just letting go a lot of your burdens still in terms of physically, like all the excess stuff that you no longer need because it's the end of the year, like that could also depict that, right? And also these cards, I mean these wands, excuse me, can depict projects, you know. It's kind of like you've simplified your projects, your events, you know, your life in a sense, because again, these cards are kind of geared towards career, right? So it's kind of like you've simplified so that you're working with a lot less, and yet you're feeling way blessed because of a lot less, you know, because it's like, okay, your mind is more clear, you're really on target with what you want to do, and it's just like you kind of you see it being like you've given over all of your worries and everything, like emotionally, about these projects and events that are going on, that you can literally just do it, just like apply yourself to it, and just fucking, you know, there's nothing to it but to do it, like one of my friends, Jacob, has taught me. So, you know, so I feel like you're kind of just in the groove, right? In the groove. Something's telling me that, you know, people really should go to the ocean today. I'm getting a lot of blue here in terms of the sky, but I feel like the sky is the most kind of pure when you go to, and this sounds really weird when I say the sky is most pure, but like it's more vivid, I feel, when you go to the ocean. So something along the lines of like, if you're feeling maybe a little stuck somewhere in terms of, you know, your projects or events, or you don't know how to simplify, go to the ocean. The ocean will do this for you. This is where exactly your A-team is just going to take all your burdens from you that you no longer need. And it's a perfect way to literally end your 2018. You know what I'm saying? So do that for yourself. Also, by doing that, they're going to fill you up with a lot of creativity, because the orange stands for creativity, you know. And it's beautiful because, oh, the cups, you may already know, but it's blue, so it stands for emotions, right? So emotionally, you're actually doing good today in terms of your cups are being filled, you know. Are we moving on? Yes, I felt it. Okay, 3 of Cups. Hey, that's awesome. 3 of Cups is basically what's being said here. Sometimes I gotta face it to see what's going on, to like energetically connect. You know what I'm saying? 3 of Cups, I feel as though they're, hold on, let me just like suck it in. So, okay, I see a lot of abundance here, because grapes represent abundance, and they're at the top. So there's something here that I feel like prosperously so, you're seeing something grow because a decision has been emotionally made, right? And I feel like that's like from this morning, that you are now seeing things kind of like grow, and yet this is what I'm seeing here, is like all these people are trying to like collect the goods, right? So it's kind of like, I want to say you're being rewarded, and you're being, I mean, 3 is an expansive, creative type of energy. It's also past, present, and future. So it's like coming together, you know. Also, like, I feel like maybe there's like 3 people like helping you, like you and 2 other people are helping you to kind of like, you know, really gather these rewards for yourself in terms of like what you've created. But also, when I say that, I mean not using, because I don't believe in that shit. And I ex-nay that shit real quick, not gonna lie. When I feel it, you got to go. That's all I gotta say. But this is more so genuineness, like where people are wanting to, you know, share with you. And what I'm getting here is that these people are more so, they're on your level. They have you supported. These aren't user abusers. They've done their own share of what they needed to do in this life to kind of maintain their happiness. So they're not piggybacking. You know what I'm saying? They're just really embracing you. They're like, and I also feel as though, not gonna lie, this is like Grand Majesty G and Grand Master G, where it's just like the both, you know, if you believe in God or the creator, it's like the yin and yang of what the, you know, God and the creator are. And actually your heart, right? So aspects of your heart, which it says like the divine feminine, divine masculine, they're coming together and they're really like, you guys are partying it up. You guys are celebrating because there has been a unity that's kind of been brought together in your world, and you get to enjoy all of it. You know what I'm saying? All of it together. It's like you, your heart, and all of its aspects, both sides, have now really created such blessings, and you're really reaping your rewards. It's beautiful. All right, awesome. That's really awesome. Also, what I'm getting here is like, if you are a feminine or if you are a masculine, it doesn't matter. This person right here, I'm just seeing that you're excited because your masculine side of your life has gone after its dreams, right? So it's more of the yang side, but only because, and only in a way, I should say, that is caring to both the divine, caring and respectful towards the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself, which is kind of like honoring yourself, right? Honoring both sides. It's not like, okay, just the masculine side of you are working together, you know, and your yang side is like, yo, we got to create something, you know, like a business of some sort, like outside of ourselves. It's like, without this chick over here, it's like, no, you're finally realizing that this chick over here is actually pure, you know, she's filled with pure, like, purely what you've been missing, you know what I'm saying, in your life, she's bringing to the table, you know what I'm saying, and and now it's being more well-rounded, where, you know, your divine masculine side of yourself is like, okay, we're actually wholesome, we're honoring both sides, like I said, and you're able to more healthily go towards the future, especially in going forward in 2019. So it's kind of like, you know, there's this it's amazing. There's like a lot of like transition, but it's a lot of celebrations that's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So, you know, coming into 2019, we are fucking solid, you know? And solid. I just saw ED, like Ed on the table from the blessedness here. So it's like solid in terms of, you know, your education, I feel that you've learned from life is solid. It's like solid, but also educated in terms of like, you've graduated. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what this card can depict. It's beautiful. And it's also, you know, I just feel like, yeah, I mean, it's just beautiful. I can totally go on and on with these cards. It's just amazing. I gotta sip, guys. Gotta sip. Are we moving on to the next card? No, because I feel like they really wanted me to tell you this. Okay, so here I see that there's like this old feminine wisdom and there's this old masculine wisdom. So again, it's just like you kind of learning from life, but also both sides. And you like learning the lessons that you had to learn. So you're taking it all in. You've learned the lessons from both sides of yourself, which are filled with wisdom. And now you guys are able to just reap your rewards, right? The physical stuff that you've kind of put into. I mean, no, I'm talking about, actually, I said physical, but I'm wrong. I meant emotional. Like emotional because you physically have put an effort towards what it is that makes your heart fucking happy. And you've been doing it on a pretty consistent basis. So it's kind of like, good for you. You know what I'm saying? These are all amazing cards, guys. These are amazing. Are we moving on? Yes, we are. Okay, so here's the yang that's going on. Oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So actually, I just have to say that these cards, the second yang set of cards that we're working with, they're known as the Illuminated Tarot, and let me just tell you, they were popping out like crazy. So it's funny that because I feel very frolicky today too, where it's like I'm like this little fairy bouncing around, and so these cards, that's like me on an outer level. Like, I mean, I'm just like, I just feel very like, just a little bit all over the place, but in a good way, in an excited way. So these cards completely depicted that with the way that I literally have put them together. It's just so funny. I want to say that they were all very individualized, let's put it that way, because they were jumping out, they were excitedly individualized, where it was like they were popping out on their own. There was an individuality to both of them. It's like they just wanted to be seen, and that's it, right? So yeah, so I had to like gather them all up. It was just so interesting. So the Queen of Diamonds is literally so you are now ready to kind of, I want to say, expose what is inside of you to the outside world. Like, so one of the decisions that you made from your interior, your yin energy, is that you are now going to, you feel solid. Talk about solid over here. You feel within yourself that there is a rooted essence within you that you've made your clear emotional decision about, that you're literally going to bring to the world now on a more rooted level, okay? And what it's going to bring is literally, it's going to bring heaven on earth. So it's like a queen, like we all can have. So this feminine side of ourselves was the one making the decisions, I guess, right? What did it care about, And so basically, you decided to side with the Queen of Diamonds, and you decided to let yourself know that literally, my knee has been moving this around, that literally you are kind of like what you believe in terms of invisibility, right? And again, that's literally comes down to what you believe in is now going to be, it's going to take root, and you're going to turn it more professional. So there's something inside of you, and it's going to be golden because of her hair. That hair always stands out. It's going to be golden. It's going to be a vibrationally electric is what I'm getting. And it's very free flowing because that's how her hair is. So it's like a free flowing, like it's like once you've made the decision, now it's gonna free flow out of you, and you don't have to. You're basically in this transition of having it come full circle, where you can really enjoy giving of yourself to others in a very meaningful way, in a very healing way, is what I'm getting. Yeah, for you, I feel like this is going to be very creative, and it's also going to be, there's a lot of wealth that's coming from it in terms of wisdom, and in terms of, what did I read this morning? That, I think it was about happiness and planting the seeds of happiness. It's like, planting the seeds of happiness is literally like is literally how you're going to make the world a better place and, grow into something more positive. So I think it's either, what was it? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can, I don't know. I think it was either self-confidence or happiness, or one of those two ideas came to me that I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So I wanted to apply it to this, where I just feel as it's going, as that's what it is. That you literally will reap the rewards in terms of having, like, your decision made is going to make the world a better place, and it's going to make the world a better place in terms of the positivity, the unique positivity that it's going to bring to the table, okay? Also, your life, like, I feel like a Queen of Diamonds is like you've mastered what you want out of life. And I see the O in terms of like out of life, right? So it's kind of like there's something extraordinary and out of life, even if you're going to take it literally, like out of life, like something that doesn't even exist here, you're going to take it to the next level, right? So it's something out of you that really wants to kind of give roots to something that you fully believe in, but also make it more professional and make it and have it reach another level that it's never reached before, okay? So, it's just, I think it's just really beautiful. Yeah, she's all about, like, you are literally, like, as a Queen of Diamonds here, you're literally embracing this 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 aspect of your life and what you are making the decision on, whether it be, you know, a certain career path that you're choosing. You're literally, your soul, your interior, like all of you is embracing this as a whole, you know, in terms of interior and exterior, but definitely exterior. And like, and when I say exterior, I mean like you're going to just embrace this as like fashion wise, you know, as a whole. You know how there's, with every career, there's like a fashion, you know, trend to it. Like a business person wears a suit, and then like, I don't know, you know, a rock star wears his fucking rock star shit. Like, so it's like you're really, I feel like you're taking it to a next level because you are realizing that you can make it what it is that you want. So it doesn't have to be, what I'm saying is out of this world in terms of, you can like literally be you and say that you are something. Like, I am still me, and do I share it? Yeah, okay, because sometimes, again, I don't know if it's like annoying or whatever. So it's kind of like today, you know, my ancestors have brought to me that it's like the word gatara in my language is it's like a fortune teller, right? So they had sent me that, and I never think in my language, right? So my whole thing is, you know, they sent me this word just out of the blue today, and I was thinking about it, and I reflected on it, and I said, yeah, that's what I am. I just have to fucking embrace it. It's not like, it's something that I was fearing and that I was shying away from, and I didn't really want, like, I don't think my family's happy and proud of that I'm doing this, and it was just kind of like me still being determined about it because I felt like it was something that I had to follow in terms of my own personal path. But today there's been a shift where I really just embraced it. I said, you know what? I just have to fucking believe. Like, I just have to like really wholesomely believe. However, that doesn't mean that I need to change up my entire fucking self and like act and like show up in this world like a fucking, you know, a card reader or a fortune teller. I don't have to do that. I literally can just be me. I can even dress like a rock star if I fucking wanted to. And then when somebody asks me what do, I'm like, I'm a fortune teller. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's it. That's what it is. You know, like I'm just like, I'm a tarot reader. I'm whatever the fuck you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? So but like they would never depict, because what I wear on a usual, actually, it does not even correlate to like me being a tarot reader. So that's why I'm bringing you that story, because I think that's something along the lines of that. You're going to maybe choose something that was, you know, of a hobby of yours that you never really realized that you kind of are going to turn it professional. And you're just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's great because and there's just so much to it. It's like, it's kind of like Teresa Caputo I fucking love too, because Teresa Caputo is herself, right? She loves her fucking fashion. She loves her materialism and all that jazz. And yet she's real with herself, and she's like, yo, I'm a medium. So it's like, she's not walking around like in a witch status. She just knows that she's a fucking witch, and she uses her magic, works her magic, right? So what I'm trying to say is you can be what you want to be without having to actually physically be what you want to be. Do you know what I'm saying? You can still just be you and just show up and like, you know, express yourself in terms of words to be like, oh, this is what I do, to other people when they ask you what you do professionally, right? And I love it because it gives such a huge it gives such a huge surprise element to life that I love like receiving from people. They're like, what? They're like, oh, that's exciting. Like, you know, people, it's funny, my family might not see it as a cool thing at all. Like they might, because, you know, again, I'm as a part of their family, I'm representing them too, right? But at the same time, I don't give a fuck anymore. And so that's basically what it comes down to, is me having to represent myself. So what happens is when I do that, I've noticed, because I was reflecting on it today, I was like, you know, every time I tell somebody else that's outside of my family that I am a tarot card reader or an oracle card reader or fortune teller, however you want to call it, you know, it's, I have to figure out a way. But I'm really a muse. That's basically what I am. I'm a muse, like fortune teller, right? Feng Shui fortune teller. It's like that type of thing. But but the whole thing is, you know, I was really realizing, I was like, you know, whenever I tell somebody about it on the outside of what is not my family, they get so excited, they get thrilled, they get so like, wow, you know what I'm saying? They get like, there's light that's brought into their life. And so it's like, and if it's just that brings light to their life, I'm happy with that. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they want a card reading from me, I'm happy to give them one, right? So it's just one of those things that I just have to embrace, because like I've seen the light that it starts to give people and how expansive it is to people. But like, and I can no longer deny that, because I really do want to bring light to people's life. So if that's what makes me happy and other people happy, I just gotta fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it brings value in terms of happiness, right, to other people's world. And also, I mean, the way that I do my cards are fully empowering, right? Empowering fortune telling is what I do. I don't really do like the traditional. So, you know, so this is just, again, taking your hobby, making it yours, putting your own spin to it, you know what I'm saying? So this is basically what's coming down in terms of now that you, and I love it, because I'm like, look at this person. This person just came from being naked and being like, what the fuck do I do? But I know, but I'm going to decide today with the help of my angels. And then all of a sudden, look at what you fucking grow into. It's like, this bitch is like, yo, all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, yo, she embraced it, you know, diamond. She's like, fuck that. If I'm gonna be the highest and best of it, right? So it's kind of like determined in being the highest and best in your industry, no matter what freakish type of looking industry it is, right? I love how she's also wearing a third eye charm, or, you know, depiction there, because of the fact that I feel like I've been channeled to like wear something like that too. So it's kind of like when Gwen Stefani was rocking her bindi, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm going to start rocking a bindi, and I love it, you know, but people don't see that coming, and they might see it that I'm a freak about it, but I'm like, I don't give a shit. That's me, you know? So again, we went over that card. So again, it's like really excellent transformation in terms of outlandish shit, but you are going to love the shit out of yourself once that happens, you know? So Jack of clubs. This is a good luck. Aspect. So again, there's a lot of blue, so I'm getting ocean. I am getting sky too. So ocean and sky are really going to work for you today in terms of being right in the middle, you know, right in the middle, right there. So that you can grow. Also, there's a double heightening ability. So again, it's because the cat, we've been getting cats a lot lately too in our reading. So, you know, there's a spiritual growth, spiritual heightening that's going to go down from these elements that goes on, where you are going to become more spiritually in tuned and turned on, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be really it's going to be really beautiful. What I'm also getting is that there's going to be magic added to you, which is kind of like you may just end up getting an additional skill out of it by just going to the ocean, giving over what no longer is needed, or having the angels, like, you know, invisibly take what's no longer needed from you, you know, to kind of also finish a cycle, which is like a cycle is determined here with the wreath, you know. It's kind of like, it's like karmic closure to then get, you know, like this new, because you've given up like the old and you've simplified your life, you're going to then get new, really outward kind of psychic abilities in a sense, but also just more opened, spiritual heightened abilities is what I'm gonna get, is what I'm getting. It's just kind of like, you'll see what it is. I feel like I'm getting ghosts. I feel like you might see spirits and ghosts and stuff. But that's also on a collective. I feel like we're just kind of growing into being able to, because we've believed so much so in all of this stuff that could exist beyond us, it's like now we're able to finally be very in tune, kind of like an animal. Like animals are very sensitive to spirits and things like that. So it's like, I feel as though you're going to be able to start, you know, receiving these really heightened spiritual gifts. I'm actually feeling in my head right now as I'm saying it. where it's like you didn't even know that you would ever have these gifts, right? So they're pretty substantial, nothing to be afraid of at all, because it's part of your journey, right? Part of what you need to know. Also, it's like a loving truth that you deserve to receive, because of the fact that it's something that, you know, will have you reveal more of the world to itself, reveal more of the world when it comes to the world itself to you. You know, so it's going to be really awesome. Like, you're going to be, and again, this is like a good luck charm that you're going to be receiving. So whether you find a good luck charm somewhere, or like you'll be, or what I'm getting, Jack, I always get Jack of all trades here too. Like, whenever Jack comes up, I'm like, Jack of all trades. Like, you're going to be more maybe wholesome within your spirituality in terms of what you need to solidify within yourself to move forward. So again, there's like a cycle here too, with two of the cats here. So there's two of the cats marrying each other. So, you know, there's something that's coming to fruition that you never even saw coming, but yet it would be so good for you, right? So for some reason, I'm also getting like, this is a dream come true. You've always wished to have this. Like this ability, whatever it is, you know. So if you were like watching a movie, I want to say like the Avengers or something, and you know, I mean, I don't know who's who in the fucking, when it comes to the characters, so excuse my not inability to tell you which one has which power, and even down when it comes down to their names. But the whole thing is, you know, if you've ever seen like a movie that contains like magical powers in it, you know, and you've wished to yourself like, oh man, I would love to have that power, you know, that power might just be coming to you today. You know what I'm saying? And if not on the level that you expected, on a different level that you've always, that really needs to be more associated with you and your personality, right? Because there are different types of ways that our spiritual what's it called, our spiritual gifts come into play. And just because they're spiritual doesn't mean they need to be all spiritual, like, you know, how we would traditionally see it. They can literally be very much so like soft based skills, or actually these would be like hardcore based skills, like hard skills, where it would be like, you know, like it's exuding from your spirit, but they're more very solid within yourself, like in terms of developed, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna wholesomeize you. It's really gonna bring things together, I feel. And there's so much abundance. I mean, look at all that greenery. Look at all that like lushness right there. You know what I'm saying? There's just like there's thickness out of it. So it's just kind of like, it's gonna be there. You know, this is not. It's like a forest. Like it's like ain't nobody gonna chop down this entire forest. They can't. You know, because it's so wealthy. You know, they can never, or it'll take decades for them to do it. It's like, because it's so earthbound, right? And prevalent is what I'm getting too. Even though I prevalent is like prevalent is more, what does that mean? It means more like outwards, like it's more prevalent is more like in your face. Revealed again. I mean, it's all kind of the same thing, right? It's all love, baby. It's all love. Are we moving on to the next card? Yes. Okay. Woo! Ace of Hearts. Okay. So Ace of Hearts is, again, look how beautiful. Oh, guys, I love this so much. I love this. Okay. So Ace of Hearts is basically like, again, I was talking about your heart coming together, and now it's like your heart's coming together and becoming really fulfilled, you know? There is this fountain of youth, and there's this fountain of abundance that I don't think will ever stop flowing, because you've kind of like nailed what it is you had to do in this year. But you've just nailed what you need to do, what your heart needs to do for the world, is what I'm getting. Because this is a big card for the world. And it's kind of something like, see, what I'm getting here right away was connection to this, where it was like, you went from maybe, you know, emotionally deciding, and you had two cups. You can either people please, or you can either go with your heart, and the angels are like, here's what you're going to do. So they give you some sort of sign or message, right? Now, then you're working with this one cup. Let's say this is a top of the cup and you're like looking into the cup. You're working with this one cup because the angels had, you know, given you the sign of like, here's the clarity of what you're really going to work with. So, you know, you can become the Queen of Diamonds and you can fucking just nail what you, just go after what you need to go after, like nail it, you know? And as you do, and I'm telling you, just nature in general, wherever, like nature, if you can be, you know, the best thing for you to be near right now, I feel, is like a body of water and the sky. Like if you can be between those two, that'd be really fucking good for you. But if not, then, you know, just go out in nature. But because when you go out in nature, you're going to get some sort of spiritual growth, adaptability, and something's going to happen. Something like beautifully, you know, loving is going to happen to you where you're going to be just giving over what you no longer need, you know, and then all of a sudden comes this magic, jack of all trades, wholesome type of spiritual, you know, what's it called? Spiritual, you know, magic. I feel like you're going to be kind of given, you know what I'm saying, to work with, because you've worked your life all up until now in terms of how you needed to work it in the highest and best way you knew how, and you and spirit together knew how, right? And this is what you get as a result, which is at the end of the day, most likely, and you will just be so excited that your heart is overflowing with this excitement and this, like, you know, with this really wholesome happiness that is never going to stop flowing, because you knew you worked for this. You knew that, you know, you were going to get here eventually. And this is what imagine this is what you're taking with you to freaking 2019. That's just a beautiful thing, guys. It's like, talk about fresh new perspective. It's like you received such a fucking abundance that you literally, oh, it's words. Where did I get that? Words that were that words are what plant the seeds. That's what it was. So words are what plant the seeds. So again, you wish something, maybe you wish for something out loud here that have planted the seeds for something to come into your world now. You know what I'm saying? To make, oh no, it was here. But what I said there too is the truth also, because it plays one into another. When I was talking about this, planting flowers, it's like your positive words have planted really good flowers for you, you know, and the world. That's what I wanted to say before. It was words. So it's like, yo, since you've come to like this entire fulfillment of self-love, and you've actually, what I want to say is you've really acquired an amazing amount of self-love on your journey, and a completion of sorts where your cup is overfloweth, right? So your cup is about to just overflow onto others, and therefore you're going to be able to celebrate. You know, that is literally reaping your rewards. I mean, talk about the fucking beauty in correlation to that. You know, reaping your rewards with the grapes, and fucking, you know, and fucking Ace of Hearts, like that solidifies is a very big deal over here. I don't know why I keep on using solidifies, but it is. It's like you've got a solid foundation in your heart where you know where you're going to be taking your life in 2019, and there are no excuses anymore. It's like you're coming into 2019 with a clear motherfucking heart, dude, you know, and it's just so beautiful, and all because you've worked so emotionally on the aspect of clearing everything out of your heart. You know, this is stuff that you're going to be giving over to the divine once you're in nature today, you know, by the water, under the sky. You're going to be giving that over to, you know, to the A-team, and, you know, the people that are around you in terms of just today, if heart-based people are around you, it's like it's leading all to your Ace of Hearts. Like the people that are around you today are literally the ones that have worked on their hearts too. You know what I'm saying? The ones that really are kind of embracing you like a soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. It's not something you listen. This life is all about feeling. Like if you can't feel, I'm sorry for you, because Like, a lot of people are on drugs to, like, not feel anything anymore. And it's like, no, this is what this life is all about. Allow your heart to feel, because what you need to feel needs to be transmuted into love, whether it's, if it's something really negative, like a loss of something or whatever, it's still a part of this life, guys. You cannot get rid of it. You cannot even, like, it might hurt so much where you just want to fucking stop the pain, but the only way that you can stop the pain is by courageously going through it. You know what I'm saying? Without anything, it's kind of like, you know, like my mom, God bless her, she had kids without any of the, she wanted to have kids naturally, and she didn't have any of the medications put into her. I forgot what they were called, like epidurals, right? So it's kind of like, yo, that's probably what made me so fucking crazy courageous, is because my heart literally needs nothing to fucking get through this life. It's going to just, what I just need to do is just pray it out. You know what I'm saying? I need to acknowledge it. A stands for acknowledgement also here. Where it's like, you've acknowledged what's in your heart. You've acknowledged what your heart wants to go after. Your heart feels so acknowledged. Oh my God, could you even feel that? That's amazing. Your heart feels so fucking acknowledged in terms of the decisions that you've made, in terms of, you know, clearing out the clutter around it. You know, it's so deeply felt too, because it's like the heart chakra is all here. It's like the deep greens, all different types of greens, the whites and purity, the pinks also heart chakra, and the red for literally passion. You know, you're carrying, you know, passion for your heart. I mean, literally this morning I said to myself, you know, I definitely feel something is evolving. And here's how I know this totally pertains. I used to say I love people. And today what came to me, I said, no, I love people's hearts. And that's basically, you know, an ace of heart right there. Is like, and what I got was validation in terms of Queen of Hearts before, in terms of that this was all correct. So I was very grateful for that before I laid it down. But because I was like a little like unsure. I was like, what the fuck, really? So... but you know, sometimes at the end of the day, you see how things kind of come together. So again, this is the end of the year where you're going to see how things came together in order to honor your heart, in order to cleanse out your heart, in order to get rid of the stuff that was no longer needed. So all of your hurts are really there for a purpose, you know? It's just beautiful, guys. It's just beautiful. So you will realize the purpose of what everything has brought to your heart this year. And, you know, in terms of how not to be angry at it anymore, how not to be mad at it anymore, because of the fact that it's just like, it's all done you such a good, incredible amount of value that you would never have changed it for the world, right? It's just like one of those things. It's like, if you don't go through the mud sometimes, you would never appreciate it as much, you know, until you put all that effort and work into it in terms of getting yourself out of that fuckery, you know? So again, it's beautiful. You're like, this is like just something to let you know that, you know, at the end of the day, you are lovable no matter what you've fucking been through, and no matter any of the fucking bad decisions. They were all meant to be that way also, right? You know, and also that you're stronger than you know, because you are willing to go with your heart, you know? So this is just, it's amazing. You're going to be celebrating the shit out of this, man. Like, that's so both fully amazing. And what's coming after this is like, look at you, like, you're literally, the heart is pouring out of itself, out of the cup. So you're emotionally, you know, stabilized within your heart, or your heart is emotionally stabilizing, you know, emotionally stabilized in general. So now that it's come to its completion of that, you are able to then in 2009 spread your motherfucking joy, your light, your love, your gratitude, your fulfillment. I mean, this is literally going to be shared with the world come 2019. So this completion of what you've been through is huge. I feel it in my solar plexus. You know, I mean, this is something also, like the yellow in her hair is solar plexus, which means you are now willing to go with the right vibes, with the you're now you're willing to vibrate on the level of that which is you. You know what I'm saying? Your authentic self, your diamond like self. What makes you a diamond, you're willing to vibrate on that level. It's beautiful. You have like diamond, like heightened spirituality in terms of cats, and a heart that's completed. I mean, that's fucking beautiful, guys. All of it is just so beautiful. So it's just like, and the interior work that's happening is not so much crazy, like not a crazy amount of effort that you have to put into play, but stuff that just kind of like just ends up falling into place. So just, you know, but put effort into, you know, go outside and receive your rewards. You know what I'm saying? And make your decisions first and foremost, obviously, right? So, yeah, it's all about energy, guys. I'm seeing EE, energy, energetic energy is what I'm putting to it. So, I mean, that's literally what we're, electric energy is what we're getting to. It's like there's just so much brewing, so much excitement that it's getting me so enthusiastic about life. So, you know, please get yourself to that point, and which you will, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just so happy to work with people like you. That's all I gotta say. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys all the time, and I really appreciate all of you doing what it takes to, you know, be courageous enough to listen to your hearts and follow your heart's dreams. So I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Ciao.